Winds last night that was so loud over the three storms, 90 miles an hour in Northumberland, 75 miles an hour here in Durham. Durham was like, I described it as an escape room at the weekend. This village of Meadowfield, it was almost impossible to get out of. All of the roads were closed. There was trees everywhere, really difficult. It's going to be a long clean-up operation.
So a long clean-up operation. We're seeing some evidence there of the storm that went through. Has the worst passed? Are they expecting any more today?
I think the worst of it's over, but that's why I'm in this open area, because we've had so many warnings about flying debris and falling trees. If you are going to go out, it is better to stay in open areas like this. Now, we need to talk about Northern Power Grid, because they were heavily criticised following Storm Arwen for their response. It has been better here for Malek and Corrie. They had 78,000 people who lost power at the start of the storm, 30,000 people with no power on Saturday afternoon. That dropped to 20,000 on Sunday morning. And last night when I spoke to Northern Power Grid at about 8 o'clock, they said that it was an estimated 7,000 without power, but they thought that by now, although we haven't had an update, it will be around 4,000. But that's 4,000 people, 4,000 homes, you know, without power. Arwen had 130,000 people without power. And you'll remember I was up in Northumberland 2 weeks after Storm Arwen hit, and people there were still relying on generators. So the response there was much, much, much worse. Northern Power Grid said that before Malek, lessons had been learnt. I'll just run you through what they said. They said that they had two key lessons. They said they needed to make the website more resilient, and they've done that by making a queuing system. And they said that they needed to better communicate with customers. A lot of people were complaining, saying, you said it was going to be off in 2 hours, and then, you know, 2 days later they're still without power. Customers who didn't have power at 8 o'clock yesterday morning, Northern Power Grid have said that they'll pay up to £15 per person per meal. But, you know, is this a bigger problem? I mean, North Durham MP Kevin Jones says that we need a long-term plan, that an action plan is needed to address the resilience of the power grid in this country.